every influencer is calling the Libernovo Omni SE the best value chair on the market right now, which would normally make me super skeptical of, sneaky sponsorship stuff. But here's the thing. This video is not sponsored, and I still mostly agree with them. Mostly. Because just last year, I put out a pretty critical Libernovo Omni review saying this. None of the sponsored guys are gonna say it, but this chair would have been better without the electronic components. They could have made this fully manual, dropped the price by a couple $100, and all my favorite parts would still be there. So when the Libernovo SE showed up on my doorstep, I couldn't help but laugh, because they literally built the chair I asked for. So honestly, if you've been wanting a Libernovo but didn't have nearly $1,000 to drop on one, this could be your chair. But it's still not perfect, and there is a big catch that you need to know before you buy. So this is the Libernovo Omni SE. It's the stripped down, simplified version of the regular Libernovo Omni, which went absolutely viral for being one of the most comfortable chairs ever made. And I think it legitimately is. You'll see why in a minute. But the weird thing is, Libernovo was really positioning their original chair's electronic lumbar support and spinal massage feature as their main selling points. But in my opinion, anyone who was being honest said that it was just okay. It's a 5-minute gentle spinal stretch. Does it feel kind of nice? Sure. Is it a reason to buy this chair? I don't think so. The lumbar adjustment itself, it's fine. Personally, I said that it created unnecessary cost and risk of mechanical failure. And to my surprise, Libernovo listened, which is probably why they sent this chair for me to test ahead of launch, because they completely removed the electronic components for the Libernovo SE, bringing the price down by a couple $100, which is a huge win. It's like trimming off the fat at a barbecue place that charges by the pound. Now we can pay less, and all the good, lean meat is still there. Most of the chair is still the same. The biggest difference is gonna be this manual adjustment screw in the back. Most of the pricier Libernovo models adjust your lower back support with a motor, a button. This one, you turn this little knob and that's it. It's fully manual. And I know exactly what you're thinking, because I thought it too. If this is the cheapest model, it's gotta be a straight downgrade, right? But actually, it's not. Going manual fixes a major problem with the electric one that, I'm not kidding, not a single other reviewer is talking about. But that is a whole other can of worms we can get into later. Either way, by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly which model is right for you personally, whether it's the Libernovo SE, a different model, or something else entirely. But first, let's talk about what all the new Libernovo chairs have in common, then we'll get into the cons. Because the best thing about any Libernovo chair is the way the whole chair moves with you. Most high-end ergonomic chairs come with a shit ton of knobs and levers that can be great for precise adjustments, but those tend to fall apart once you recline or change positions. The main reason Libernovo is so popular right now is because their chairs move with you rather than fighting against you in a way that most other chair companies have failed to replicate. When you lean back in a Libernovo chair, it kind of feels like you're sitting in a transformer. Major parts like the armrests just sort of glide back to move with your body as you recline. And all the new Libernovo chairs have 5 different locking recline settings for different use cases. Upright for deep focus and typing, a slight tilt for meetings or reading, a bit further back for long locked-in solo work sessions, a 135-degree recline for watching TV or gaming sessions, then nearly flat for handheld gaming or taking a nap. And I will gladly stake my reputation on saying this. I've tested all the most popular top-tier chairs. None of them make it this seamless for me to go from 8 hours of upright computer work to an hour or 2 of deep recline gaming. But you're definitely gonna want a footrest to get the most out of those recline options. So I'll drop an affiliate link to the one I use down below. The armrests on these chairs are also fantastic. They adjust up and down, in and out, forward and back, and pivot to different angles. They do pivot a little easier than I'd prefer, but that's just me being nitpicky. The fact is, these armrests are miles better than armrests on chairs like the Herman Miller M-Body. Miles. And that's a chair that costs nearly $2,000 from a company with 10,000 plus employees who are probably going to downvote my video now. So please drop me a like or comment something mildly encouraging to balance that out. But my personal favorite part of Libernovo chairs is the headrest. Most office chairs don't even have a headrest. Meanwhile, this one is fully adjustable. It moves up and down, forward and back, and tilts to support your neck in any of those recline positions. I'm not gonna oversell it, I'm just gonna say it is fucking fantastic. I do not want them to change it at all, and I think most people would agree. And every feature I just mentioned is present across the entire Libernovo lineup. Of course, we've still got the biggest cons of the chair coming up in a minute, but even at the cheaper price point of the Libernovo Omni SE, you still get all of those positive features. Even the one feature they removed from the Libernovo Omni SE could actually work out to be a lot better for some people. Sure, you already know that it's cheaper without the electronics. We're not gonna beat that dead horse, but did you also know that Libernovo's warranty on the electronic components of the other chairs is only 2 years? Now look, I've been sitting in Libernovo chairs for over 8 months now and haven't had any issues, but I did notice something that could become a problem for some people. So, on the electric versions of Libernovo, there's a spinal massage feature that gently cycles your lower back in and out. It's nothing revolutionary, it is kind of nice, but there's a catch. When power to the chair is cut, the chair is stuck in whatever position it was last left in. It doesn't just return to a default when powered down, it just freezes. Now picture that happening at the wrong moment. The lumbar's jammed, fully extended, jabbing you in the back on a chair you paid almost $1,000 for, and you can't fix it. Now, if it's just a dead battery, no big deal. You charge it, plug it back in, minor inconvenience. But the battery's not the part I'd worry about. It's the motor. Because once you're a couple years in past that 2-year electronics warranty and a motor decides to crap out, that lumbar is frozen wherever it's stopped. And now you've got a top tier chair you can't properly sit in until you get it repaired. Is this scenario likely? Probably not, but it almost certainly will happen to some people. And it sure will suck when it does, but not one other Libernovo reviewer is talking about it. So in my opinion, unless you're someone who is in love with the spinal stretch or someone who likes to constantly fidget and readjust, the manual knob on the SE isn't a compromise. It's technically the safer bet. No motor, no battery, nothing to fail. Ironically, the cheapest chair in the lineup is in some ways the most durable. So honestly, we've still got the cons to cover like I promised, but just in case you already have your budget and know this is the chair for you, I'll drop an affiliate link down in the description below that will auto-update to whatever the current best deal is. And using that link may help support the channel at no extra cost to you, which I always appreciate and helps me create more unsponsored content like this. But the Libernovo Omni SE does fall short of the other models in some ways, and it's got one big weakness that could seriously ruin it for some people, which is the seat. Arguably a very important part of any chair. The Libernovo Omni SE has the same cushions and fabric as the regular Libernovo Omni, and they are super soft, almost like couch cushions. So many people will love them. The issue isn't comfort. My problem with this has always been foam this soft does tend to flatten over time. So the denser, medium firm seats on premium models like the Libernovo Maxis Airflow and Libernovo Pro are definitely gonna hold their shape longer. Same story with the fabric. It's fine, it's comfortable, but at this point, it's definitely a noticeable step below the nicer material on the higher models, which is fair given the different price points, but it's definitely worth knowing before you buy, especially if you're someone who's gonna be sitting on it for like 10 hours plus a day. So in my opinion, that's the most meaningful trade-off, but we've still got to figure out which Libernovo model is actually right for you. And of course, whatever you decide, I'll drop links to every model down below, which will auto-update with whatever the current best deal is. So we just covered the Libernovo Omni SE pretty extensively, and honestly, if you're balling on a budget and want the absolute best value for your money, this is it. The SE blows away pretty much every competitor I've tried at this price point. If everything about the SE sounds great, but you decide you do want the electronics, you want that spinal massage, then the regular Libernovo becomes a better option for you. But if you're on the bigger side, like over 6 feet tall or over 300 pounds, you're gonna wanna take a look at the Libernovo Maxis for its deeper seat depth. The good news is the Maxis line actually has a manual option as well, so you're not forced into the priciest model just because you need the size. And if you decide, screw the budget, I wanna ball out, The Libernovo Pro and Maxis Airflow models are the most premium options with the higher quality fabric, firmer seat cushions, a sturdier aluminum alloy base, and an in-seat cooling fan. But if you're still not totally sure, don't sweat it. I know this stuff can be confusing, so I filmed another video for you that I think will really answer whatever questions you have left and help you make the right decision. You can check that out right here, and I guarantee by the end of it, you'll know exactly which Libernovo chair is right for you.